And so I was like, oh, I'm going to prepare my episode, but I didn't prepare for anything else aside from that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I like fun of Brent. I'm sorry. I'm getting so
I was just like biting my nail. That was a perfect
I haven't hosted in like 2 months.
Oh, host
Y'all motherfuckers.
Damn.
Push this shit up.
I mean, I'll let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, let me open
This is
up
Justin. I have no idea what the fuck we're talking about today.
But I fought for this spot, so.
I wasn't even fighting. I was just pointing it out.
This is what representation looks like.
This is what the liberals want. Oh shit, are we starting? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The best starts.
Yeah, it's easier if you just throw yourself in this pool, you know?
Yeah, because it's been recording for 9 minutes.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, stuff that pizza, dog.
Charles made us pizza.
He's eating the pizza. He's stewing.
Dancing.
I have like 20 more minutes of this intro to choose.
Jesus Christ, right. The long one.
You made it.
The Bears.
I like
I'm
it.
sorry. Oh, yeah, it's a good length because there's like banter that we're not doing. All good. Voice back. What are you looking at?
You know what? I was just mindlessly scrolling through Reddit. Wasn't even reading.
Oh, usually it's Reddit, but there's tweets. So it's like, what are you scrolling really? It's like, how many layers of
also a
internet are there?
repost.
And it's a repost.
The tweet is, do you ever put on your coat on too soon? You ever put your coat on too soon before you leave the house and then you can't find your keys? Then you're hot as fuck looking for them. And then you nearly have an anxiety attack and the heat stroke all the time.
This makes
No, that's why I
this
leave
makes me
it
think
all
about how certain. Do you do it all
I bring shoes into the car with me.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
I don't like
Dang.
driving with shoes on.
Oh, they put them on
But
after.
your socks are
Big
slippery.
toe.
This is how I know that some people, well, it's comforting to know that some people leave like much more chaotic lives than I do.
and I have never gotten into an
We're
accident.
fine. Anywho. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Oh my god, I have news from the front, from the depths, the bowels of the deep, dark, dank bunker that we all... I started getting more regal. That we all inhabit. We have wonderful news. We're all able to see each other within... I can touch Chrissy's arm, and I can...
distance.
Jason threw a wine cork at me earlier. Oh, literally. Like, we are
Busted down those brick walls we built between us.
We are so fucking close right now, and
We
it's
are.
because
Oh, you're so far.
a wise sage known as Maduna Pfizer dropped off these mysterious vials of liquid that we injected into ourselves, and now we can.
The Fauci
withstand-
ouchie.
Bro, that
Wait,
shit broke my
radiation.
back. It hurt so bad.
Yeah,
I didn't get any effect. Oh, I got effects for 3 hours in the middle of the night, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
was it fucking
Oh.
Why you
awful?
just-
It was awful. I couldn't sleep, and then I was like, "What?" I woke up. I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine. Guess I gotta go to work."
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
I did not feel anything, but if anyone asks that I told them I was so sick I could not get out of bed, and I didn't partake in those plans those days.
hell
It
yeah.
was awful. It was awful.
I took 3 days off from work.
Yeah, but you needed 3 days off work.
Yeah, 'cause I was
you were
fucking
not
dying.
in a
You're
good
just like,
space.
yeah, you're like in the cocoon. You're like, oh god.
But
Strong
hey,
enough.
we're all together now, and that's actually quite amazing. Like
What happened?
we're all able to like be in the same space, and not like the digital space.
Holy shit.
We're still coming at you live from the bunker in the digital space in this post-apocalyptic hellscape that we call Southern California. And today we're gonna. I mean, I say this every time we say we're gonna do a light, happy episode, and then some depressing as shit happens.
Christy looking at you
Here's some
because you
goddamn
always
trauma.
bring it. I don't know why.
Y'all, yeah, no pointing fingers. We all bring that
Light
damn
subject,
trauma
Here's
to
some
the.
trauma.
Yeah, we all bring that damn trauma over, and you know what? That's just the nature of life.
Just
and
be
Lord,
like that sometimes.
baby. You know what you're here for. You're here to hear us smoke on things, sip on things, and talk about sad things and happy things sometimes, which we're gonna
Sometimes.
try to do today.
Hopefully sound a lot better too.
Yeah, hopefully we sound crispy. Feel free to submit to our social medias on how we sound.
Oh, yeah.
in this new setup.
Give us ratings.
Yeah, give us ratings.
Give us ratings.
Give us sponsorships and money.
5 stars.
I will whore this podcast out to whoever I damn well please. But today we're talking about something that's coming up very soon in about a month, I believe, is summertime.
Oh, literally a month. Yeah.
Literally a month.
And the living's easy. Or it's going to be, at least. I hope so.
It's
hope so.
breezy tonight.
Yeah, the living's pretty, a little more than breezy.
Viva la loca.
Yeah, the winds are freaking gale forcing through the Inland Empire little bowl that we live in. But today we're going to talk about something that we look forward to, which is the summertime. That sunshine. People always have this like. I feel like there's a very idealized, like perception of summer, right? Everyone has that.
Yeah. Regardless of if you're on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Flowers.
People are more chill.
Yeah.
People
And
got
the
on
short
their
shorts.
flip-flops.
Yeah.
Got
Their
the
bricks.
fucking toes out.
Skies out and the thighs are out for everybody.
Oh, I hope
love
so.
it.
Yeah.
Summer buns.
Guys
Oh,
out,
they're short
guys
shorts.
out.
I have some opinions about summer, but I'll get to those eventually. It's mostly just my stubbornness that makes me still say that. But we'll get to that. I want to round robin this, and I will actually. Sorry, I want to lazy Susan it because we have a lazy Susan
yeah.
in the middle of all
With the
this at
pizza.
table.
But Justin, who the fuck is talking right now?
I was literally gonna say, I'm like, damn.
I want to
who are
round
we?
robin it, so I want to go clockwise, and I just,
Pass
wanna,
that honey.
just got some summer
honey,
stuff
yeah.
to
Pass
do.
that honey.
I'll pass that honey, baby, over to Chrissy.
Yeah.
Chrissy, I don't know. I, to be completely honest, I host this episode. I don't know what to ask for questions. So I'm just gonna make some shit up. Chrissy, what are some wonderful? What are some summer memories? Bad, good, in between?
Oh my gosh, summer memories are always. Summer is always the best because I'm lazy. So
Hell yeah.
starting kindergarten, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like as soon as my parents put me into school, I was like,
child.
yeah, no thanks. This is not for me.
You were that
6 a.m.
unending thread song that's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Just over
Yeah,
and over
like
again.
I know tons of like seeing my nephews and children now. Like they love school, they love learning, but I'm like, that's good for you. I was not that person.
Yeah.
So as soon as I learned of summer vacation, even if we weren't going anywhere, the idea of just like not having anywhere to show up for a month and a half was just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ah.
No schedules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Living day by day.
And we would just like get dropped off at my grandma's house all day, and that was just like free range snacks and playing all day.
It
Let's
was the
go.
conchas and the coffee
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yes.
You were talking about the coffee episode where you're just
Yes.
munching and
Whiling
sipping
out
on this-
all day. And then of course when you get older, like you have a job, and jobs don't really have summer vacation unless you
Ooh,
work at a
God.
government job or like at
a school or something.
Which is like an argument, but I'm not gonna argue on this.
You're gonna argue
episode.
with. You want to argue with?
Against capitalism. I feel like at any job you should be allowed to earn up vacation days, like regardless of the job, or full-time, part-time. I feel like if you work there for so long, you should be allowed like at least a week or two off consistently.
I would completely agree. The fact that like you need to have a full-time job with insurance and benefits before you start earning vacation days. Like there are jobs with like UPT, but they're not vacation days, which is like days to go out and chill and like do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, my privileged ass gets 5 weeks of vacation every year,
Nice.
and that's
Oh.
not enough. Let me
No.
tell you.
Oh,
I still need more.
Oh, 'cause
Honestly,
spread it out by days.
well,
right?
because you have to end up using those days, you know,
yeah.
for other things.
Yeah, whenever my car breaks down, vacation day. You know,
Like,
whenever
That's
I'm
not a vacation. That's sad.
exactly. Whenever I have to go to the doctor,
Exactly.
Vacation
Yeah.
holiday, baby.
shit like
You
that.
should be like allocated. Like, hey, you worked here for 6 months now. You're gonna have a week off. You know, like that's just what's gonna happen because
So-
like you've been worked and
Yeah.
drained to this point.
The
So
5-year mark is when they give you more PTO, and it's like 2 days,
5
3
years,
days
damn.
on top of the 5 weeks. So it ain't shit. And yeah,
but yeah, you shouldn't have to earn it in that seniority type thing.
damn,
Yeah.
we went dark again.
No, hey, I'll give you all good. So apparently, what we need to do is move to Kuwait or Cambodia because apparently they have the two highest amount of paid vacation days in the world.
Good
Workers
job,
in
guys.
Kuwait are entitled to the most days of paid leave in the world. This is from worldatlas.com. Workers in Kuwait are entitled to 30 vacation days per year when working a 5-day week. Workers also receive 13 paid public holidays, bringing the total of paid leave time to 43 days. In addition, after 2 continuous years of working for the same employer, workers are entitled to an additional 21 days of paid leave to perform Hajj rituals. Should it be the first time they're doing so? Oh, Hajj is like isn't I think that's when you go see the Kaaba. You go see the giant black cube.
Oh,
Y'all
the
ever heard of
cube.
this in
The
Mecca?
cube.
I don't know
Okay,
this.
so Hajj is like let me. I don't want at the risk of being for. Salam alaikum, all of my Muslim brothers and sisters and non-binary homies listening to this podcast. I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm gonna go look.
Gotcha.
this up
So
real quick.
Kuwait and Cambodia are fucking lit, and that's really cool. I'm hoping that they're being paid fairly for this time. I hope that they're being encouraged to take this time, because there's nothing worse of like, oh yeah, you have this PTO, but
use it.
we're understaffed, so don't take it.
Yeah,
That shit
forcing
fucking
you.
sucks.
What if it's like a payout where you can like have a check at the
Yeah,
end of
dude,
the year?
my
You can do
mom
that.
got fucking scanned by her old workplace.
Oh.
They didn't tell her that she had a certain amount of PTO,
Huh.
and they're like, "Oh, you didn't use it, but here's this check. It's like $200." And it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
those
it?
days
Of
were more
hours?
valuable than that
Yeah,
small
the extra
check.
200.
Absolutely, always take the day off.
Yeah, just
Regarding
fucking chill.
jobs, if it's like family or fun, even take the day off.
Yeah,
just relax. Hey, can I have a claw?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So we have previously sipped on. The
yeah, we
19 Crimes
finally could
wine.
review the wine.
Yay!
Yeah,
wine
Justin,
was
that's
really
your job then as a host.
I'll review the wine,
I
yeah, totally.
literally forgot how it goes.
That's
I
all
also
right.
have the tea. The Hajj is a place where you go to a place in Saudi Arabia known as Mecca, which is a holy site where Muhammad was like revealed as like the
Vaguely familiar
the
with
prophet.
that,
yeah.
And so the Hajj is like it literally means like pilgrimage. You're supposed to like at least once in your life
Yeah.
as a Muslim, you're supposed to go to Mecca and you're supposed to see the Kaaba and like pray there and like walk around. The Kaaba is this giant black cube in this place in the city called Mecca, and people go there all the time to like convene around it and just like pray to Allah. And
That's really interesting. And Jewish people have something similar to that too, right? Where they have like a sort of journey that they have to go.
you have to do like
to Jerusalem.
You have to go to Jerusalem, to touch that wall, and you have to be like near the site of where like because the Jewish faith believes that their prophet is still coming, right? So they go there to show their reverence for the prophet. Yeah, for their because
and he's coming.
The Jewish faith believes in a Messiah, but they believe that Messiah hasn't come yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where Christianity was literally the only difference between Islam. Not a lot, there's a lot, but there's the largest
The only difference.
Well, not the only.
that.
Yeah.
Largest difference.
The largest difference, I should say. I don't want to
Most
misspeak. Yeah.
significant.
But they all believe in the same God. They just believe that a different dude is their prophet for. But they all like Muslims, Christians, Catholics, and Jews all believe in the same God. So.
Yeah, the only reason I drew comparison was because it's very interesting that there's like a journey aspect and tied to it of like, go take time off from your work, don't work, and go venture forth.
You
and
get
have,
21 days paid.
Yeah, like a journey to experience this cultural thing. Like Americans don't have that at all. Like
we don't have any singular
right?
Or the
Like
gap
Cabo,
year.
Yeah.
Like that's their
Going to
Mecca.
Cabo.
Yeah, their Mecca is like
Cancun.
Cancun. You know what I mean? They had a party.
I just recently heard from my favorite murder podcast, who does not need a plug at all.
Love them.
But
They totally do. They're awesome.
they're awesome, but they're always on
popular.
the top 10 playlist.
I was gonna say they're so popular.
We need a shout out from them.
Honestly, Karen
Help us.
Kilgariff was talking about how she had a coworker who was Jehovah's Witness when she was younger, and apparently Jehovah's Witnesses cannot work on the weekends because they have rituals to do Saturday and Sunday. And
Which is
she
relaxed,
said, I am remembering that forever for every other job I go to.
You're a Jehovah's
Sorry,
Witness.
can't work.
And
I'm
they can't ask
Jehovah's
you about it.
Witness.
Or they can't question your religion, right? You're like, are you really?
Where's your JW card?
Where's your
JW?
Here, in my wallet.
JW on you?
So the wine.
So this 19 Crimes Cali Red. 19 Crimes Cali Red comes all the way from.
I have the music for it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's the motherfucking.
it's the motherfucking Cali Red from somewhere in California. It comes from Sonoma, which is they have some good wines coming out of Sonoma.
It's the
I got
wine
beef with
place.
it because it contains sulfites, and if I found anything,
It's got beef in it too.
yeah, why? It's just that like we have so many good wines that are vegan. Like, why do the sulfite thing anymore? Like, we have so many wines that don't have those thingies in it.
I forgive you, Snoop.
But I forgive you, Uncle Snoop. You're a cool guy.
He just put his face on it. That's why.
Dog.
The 19 Crimes Cali Red bottled at 14.1%. It's on the sweeter end if you're looking for a red wine, especially.
Definitely.
I feel like it was on the higher note. It had like brighter cherry kind of flavor to it, and then it had this like low key
It's soft.
this velvety texture on your tongue.
not too
it
bold.
like rolls on you. It's a super easily sippable wine. Like I feel like you could give this wine to someone, that doesn't drink wine, and they're like, okay, like that's fine.
Very accessible.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay on your tongue too long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't
It's
provide
respectful.
any like super tribulations or challenges. It's just like a sippable, tasty wine.
Yeah, there's some wines. I don't know if it's because of like the tannins and shit, but like sometimes it just sticks on your tongue. And that's all you can taste
Forever. You have to eat it with food.
I'm tired of wine now.
Yes, you try to eat something else and it's just like
It's still there.
Like
Yeah.
you burn
Wine.
your tongue, but with wine.
Oh yeah. it perverts the
And
flavor.
sometimes
Well, it does.
a very good wine that's fine, but more than not, it's just like no.
Yeah.
you had your chance.
Because it's almost filmy. It's almost
Yeah.
like a film, a
scum of
layer.
wine.
Yeah, you're like a scum and villainy on my tongue.
But this isn't that. This is very good.
Thank you, Snoop Dogg.
Solid,
Thanks, Snoop.
solid 8 out of 10 for me.
I'll give it a solid 7. Solid 7. How about you, Chrissy?
Oh, okay, I'd say 7.
7?
I'd probably say like 5.
Okay, no, you
Sorry,
don't have
Snoop,
to be
I
like.
love
Be
Snoop Dogg,
yourself.
though.
Yeah, be honest. It was like, I gave it a 7 because it's very okay. but it's also drinkable, which
I
is
think
nice.
it's great. I think it's great because
Very
it's accessible.
sweet. It's
It's
almost
pretty
like
sweet, but not like it's not like oh my god, what is it? Stella Rose?
it's not like Stella
Not
Rose
like
at all.
Stella Rose, like
Stella Rose
sugary.
is like
It's
a
almost
4 or 5.
like-
All right, yeah.
It's almost like a rosé type of taste.
He does have a rosé one.
Huh?
I wonder what that tastes.
I would be happy to
I like
important
this,
tasting
yeah.
notes is I have not drank wine in like literally a year or more. So this is my first wine bag.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm
So
just
it's
happy
just
to be
it's
drinking.
hidden. It's
Your
hidden.
boy is slung.
Respect.
We
Oh, yeah.
also had a very delicious coffee made by Paul in a Chemex. That was very
yeah.
good. And also I made
Oh, we made a bunch of coffee before.
yeah. Oh yeah. We're on our
We
third
had like
coffee.
3 espresso shots and like
Yeah,
coffee.
Oh yeah, I
Aeropress.
can't. I FaceTimed them earlier on the way to Paul's house, and they were. I could tell they were both just caffeinated.
we were just
We
like
also had Lowell Farms Bliss blend. Was it Bliss or
that's
Passion?
great.
I think it's Passion blend.
that box is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is mostly why we've strayed completely away from what we were actually talking about in the podcast episode.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
It's
Oh my god! Yeah, holy
That's what I was
shit.
saying about the honey.
Oh, the
Oh yeah,
honey.
summertime chopped in.
We're
stone.
talking about summertime. Hi, wait. Well, I mean, it's fucking rituals. We got to do it. Hi, everybody. I'm Justin. For the first time in a long time, not just to my spiritual left, but to my physical meat space left.
It's me, token female chrysanthemum. You can find me at Courtesy of Chrissy most places, but only there. Next to me, but not really, right across from me. I said all of the other places that he could have been.
Except for the one that was right.
Right
Hey.
across from me.
I'm Paul. I'm here in my house, in my side of the bunker. Oh, that's what it is. This is my room at the bunker.
We came in your room for once. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and I was like, it's
First time in a year.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's been a while. Yeah, just you got tattooed in here.
I literally
This
did
whole
get
thing.
tattooed in this
Whole
one floor above us. I got my first tattoo.
The lore
Yeah.
of this bunker.
this bunker, this room.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And to my left is the wonderful, the magnificent. When I saw him, his hair was like encapped.
The wind's fucking wild, everybody. It's me, Jason. Don't let the wind take you, like in The Happening. Stay away from trees.
Yeah,
I don't know what that movie's about. It's stupid. Hey, everybody.
The Happening.
I have the very high-powered, specialized computer that tells truth or lies.
It's just the.
I'll be fact-checking.
It's just
today.
how the. Oh, okay. You're like looking how the CPU.
Oh, yeah,
CPU's going.
This is the
I thought that's how you
armory
find.
laptop.
Yeah, you're like.
Tells me the temperatures. Currently, my computer's temperature is 49 degrees Celsius. It's running a little not warm. That's not warm at
90
all.
something degrees, right?
Oh, you don't want it to be past like 89.
Oh,
Once I
then it
see
could-
90, I'm just like,
I
It
thought
could warm a cat.
that 30 degrees Celsius was like 80 degrees. That's why. That might be
oh,
wrong.
we're talking conversions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 100 degrees is a boiling point. 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water.
Yeah.
So
You don't want your laptop to boil.
30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees
Cool.
Fahrenheit.
Good to know.
But it was 40 something, so it was like 90
You know how
something. So
hard
your
that is?
computer is running at like 90 something.
Yeah, it's fine. My computer's fine. Anyways, it'll fact check us. It'll lead the way. I want you guys to email us your favorite truth, lies, or suggestions, comments, whatever feedback you have to lifeandlore@protonmail.com. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you. So Chrissy, we were talking about the summertime memories, right? Summertime vibes, summertime feelings. Let's see here. Are you a summer person? I think that's a really important question to ask.
Not at all. Most
All right.
people have like.
Oh, why?
Because
Is it the weather? What is it about?
yeah, it's hot. Where we live, it's really, really fucking hot. As soon as it gets hot, it just stays hot
Sorry.
for so long.
Big bump.
Like forever.
For so long.
Like literally till November. No, November. There's always a heat wave.
it's still
right?
fucking hot.
Yeah, heat at the end of the year is so awful. Plus
Aye.
the Santa Ana winds.
Yeah,
That
because
shit
it's like
sucks.
it's not as dry, but it's just like annoying heat. Oh my,
People say Southern California weather is, supposed to be like beautiful and shit like that. Like it can be.
like tropical?
Like,
No.
sometimes it sucks.
But then
didn't-
you
yeah.
kind of look around and all the plants are dead and all the animals are dead.
And you're happy.
I'm
dead.
I'm
and you're dead inside.
Then your allergies still happen to you somehow.
Then the butterflies come back and you're like, oh, that's how I died. It's beautiful.
These
Yeah.
butterflies gonna
Dead.
take me away.
Yeah. And they're just like,
I'm sorry that you aren't a very big summer person.
But yeah, I know
Apparently. We're
some
learning.
people get like seasonal depression when it
back
gets
to the
colder.
darkness.
I
Okay.
feel like
Oh,
that
okay.
during like the summer though. I feel like
I
it's
feel
so
that.
hot that I'm drained. You know,
Do you
like
feel
I
it
can't-
shuts you down a little bit? Is
Yeah,
that the thing?
it's so
All
hot.
right.
Yeah,
It
you
is
feel
so
less
hot.
when it's hot too. So I don't know. Maybe the nutrients aren't flowing. So
Ooh.
your brain's not as like happy as it should be.
And as a fellow sweaty person, I get it. During the summer,
Yeah.
I be sweaty.
Comrade.
Rub
You
it back
know,
in my car seat, and it's just
Comrade.
like
wet.
oh yeah.
That
take
shit
my
is wet.
fucking underwear off. I'm like, whoa, God, this is like a wet towel. Whoa.
Yeah.
They apparently, my Instagram targeted ads have gotten me to a place to where they're advertising me pants that you don't have to wear underwear with.
What?
They're
Commandos.
pants that are designed to go commando, and
They're
apparently
just
there's-
Mandos.
What is the
But
purpose?
like they're chinos, and apparently they're like designed to make like your butt look good and your package look
Do
good.
they have
Oh.
a zipper?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
No.
That's
get
badonk-
butted.
That's
badonker.
insane.
No, wait,
That's
I'm sorry.
bad.
I think they're button
Velcro.
fly.
Imagine they're Velcro.
I think they're button fly, which is safer.
Button fly's fine.
Button fly's
I have
safer.
button fly.
But cold metal on the junk, not very nice.
No,
For the
or
warm
the
days,
possibilities.
it'll be hot metal.
You're like
burning,
burning
burning your whole
So
self.
you're just like,
burning your whole self. So I feel you, Chrissy. I also have like a complicated relationship with summer because on one end, everyone else around me is very happy around summer. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like summer fun and summer vibes. And I'm going to the beach. And the whole time I'm like that picture of Sam from Danny Phantom when she goes out and it's sunny and she has like an umbrella and like full black. And
I'm
like,
like, I hate the beach. I
Yeah.
hate the heat.
give me. I have a cool jacket. Some
part of
They'll
me-
be in Canada.
the thing is, part of me does like that stuff. That's why I say I have such a complicated relationship as well. Like part of me does like the summer feeling. Like when I'm driving around and it's like 80 degrees and I have my windows down and I'm playing music and I have my sunroof open and like I'm enjoying myself. It's fun. But then I have like 2 hours of fun and then I'm sweaty and I get over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you
all
have
right,
to go
fuck
back to
this."
work. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, and
now
then
I'm
working.
at work and it's hot.
Working when it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because I work in a kitchen now. Like, oh boy. Oh
Oh,
boy.
she's spicy hot.
It's spicy.
Mhm.
Y'all got AC, right?
It's not good.
Yeah, y'all open the doors because it's so like.
Paul,
What's that?
can you prepare the sensor button?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm working at the AC is not that good. So
I didn't hear that. Well, their cocktails and foods are very delicious.
yes, and we keep those like really large windows open, so like it's cool. Like I'm not complaining too much.
Jason's like, why do you buzz me?
I started doubting myself. Yeah, man. Summer special.
Yeah. So I feel like we Chrissy and I are on the same page here when it comes to feelings about the summer. Mine complicated. Yours, you kind of don't fuck with the summer as much as you fuck with
kinda
other
don't.
seasons.
I like
From the memories of it or the uncomfortability?
Oh, just with the heat, just with where
Oh,
we
just the
live.
heat.
If I'm out of here for the summer, which like I try to be, I try
Yeah.
to make the best of that. Almost like I don't really get the freedom of summer from work anymore, but like the excitement of everyone else. Everyone seems to start like booking trips around spring or summertime, so it's like I get that rush to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm out of here during this,
Yeah, like we also toured
I was
in
gonna
the
say,
summer,
yeah.
which was really fun.
which was very hot as well.
because it was very hot,
Even
but
in
it
different
was
parts of the
nice.
state.
It was
I mean,
nice
this
when we
country.
got up into like the northern West Coast states because we were in Portland, Oregon, and we were in Seattle for a while, and Bellingham, Washington, which is further north from Seattle. And that was really nice. It was like
Yeah.
70 degrees every day. We had little jackets on. Like
Oh, yeah.
I love how-
Bellingham, the sun didn't go down to like 10 o'clock at night. It was really weird.
And I love like the excitement in those other states. They're like, you must be so bored here. You can't like go to the beach and surf or like.
And we're like, nah, I'm good.
I'm like, this is so much better. This is so much better.
Yeah, I'm at a game store, like
In a
looking
game
at
store.
Magic the Gathering cards. Like I'm happy, and I'm going to play a show tonight, so that's fine. You know,
When I think of summer in the Inland Empire, I think of the guy from SpongeBob like crawling in, like
he's like,
water, food, atmosphere.
can't get any of those in Southern California.
atmosphere. You just go somewhere. I don't know. Well, what are your favorite places? Because you guys
Favorite?
have traveled in the summer and toured in the summer.
Oh, true, yeah.
But favorite places to go in the summer when it's really hot? What's the like kind of like balancer, you know?
I like the Midwest, like Idaho, Colorado.
Colorado's really humid, but I had fun.
It's
I had
pretty
fun.
humid,
I
yeah.
thought it was humid. I
It
thought
was super
Salt Lake
humid.
was humid.
Oh, Salt Lake City was
They're
worse.
both,
Yeah, okay.
That whole region, that whole strip is humid.
Compared to Salt Lake City, yeah, no, it was not. But like when we got to, there were like rainy, like mossy thunderstorms, like that, like wet
Mossy.
air thunderstorms happening in
I
Colorado.
like thick, yeah.
Static in the
The
air.
air, like you breathe
I
it. you're
forgot
like,
all about that.
Yeah,
that was
I know.
kind of when we were like leaving.
we were getting ready to go, and unfortunately, one of our band members had like stomach poisoning by the end of the tour, so we couldn't
Oh,
really
perfect.
enjoy Colorado as much as we wanted to
Yeah.
because we had to attend to one person. It was not their fault. It was just like they got sick,
Oh, I was in my head that whole time.
and yeah, there was some other shit going on, but you know,
I was gonna say, but my worst would be like Georgia in the summer,
Oh, yeah, it's super
where you
humid.
feel like you're standing in someone's mouth. It's just so hot.
You're standing in
so,
someone's mouth. When did you ever experience
It's
that?
so
Chrissy?
hot and so humid. Everyone here has been inside someone's mouth before. Y'all
No.
shut up.
standing in Jeff Goldblum's mouth.
It's usually in a
warm.
positive context.
Why would you be standing in
It's
this
hot and it's moist though, I hope, for you guys.
This is ice cold. What are you talking about?
It's ice cold and dry every time I've been inside someone's
I'm just
mouth.
like, oh god, I get scratched up. I come out like all scarred and beaten. It's like, and the attempt on my life has never left me so scarred.
But my
You sound
resolve.
like dead people.
That dude's
Ice
stronger.
cold,
That-
dry, and painful.
That episode of
Thank you.
have y'all seen the Bad Batch?
Yeah, I'm not current, but I've seen
Oh,
first
yeah,
round.
I haven't.
Current?
Oh, my bad,
Because
yeah.
in the first episode they have the
I saw
announcement
the
from
first one.
Palpatine
Oh, yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
like the attempt on my life has left me deformed and disfigured.
Yeah,
It's
it's like, yeah, apparently.
I
would have been like that.
He's like, yeah, you can tell. And I'm like, yeah,
It's like, that's not the only thing. You look like a shriveled up penis, boy. Ah.
Bad Batch is
old
good.
sheep.
So good.
Well, what about you, Paul?
What about me,
Pass the
Chrissy?
goddamn honey.
Yeah, your
pass the money,
your
yeah.
your traveling. Your traveling stories about what's your favorite place to be in during the summer?
Hello?
Yeah. What do you think about
Hey, is this Paul?
when you
This is
think
Paul.
about summer?
Hey, Paul. We're just
Oh.
asking some questions about summer.
I talked
Hi.
about sleeping
Oh,
and not having plans.
I only think of three things. Like I think they're like the highlights of my life kind of thing going on. So I think of when my grandma used to take care of me, like when I was a kid, going to her house all the time, gardening, painting. That's where I learned how to like do everything, music. Then I think about summer band camp with Justin and drum corps. Because I always, we saw each other for like 5 years.
Hairless
Yeah.
Justin and Polly.
Ooh,
No, it was
hell
so
yeah.
cute. I saw Paul we were in, oh my God.
Was it Oregon and
No, it was Idaho. We
Oh,
saw each other in
Idaho, yeah.
On
Yeah.
the potato field.
Yeah, and the potato.
It was
in the
funny
middle of a
because I
potato
didn't,
field.
well, to be completely honest, I didn't recognize Paul for a second because I hadn't seen him most of the summer. And he was
Oh,
just
true.
so tanned and so like,
I was just like small. I was
yeah,
like,
like drum corps like really saps
A little
all
rape
of the
farm
everything.
He's all
Italy?
tanned
Yeah.
and ripped and
Yeah,
sitting
he was
upon
tanned
a
and
stallion.
I'm just like,
Is this fucking fan fiction about Paul?
I thought we were in potato fields.
Delicious.
inspiring. That and then what was it? There's like three of them.
And then being here with us.
Being here.
Right
See,
now.
the thing is, like, since not doing any of those things, like all the times I didn't travel in the summer or spend with my grandma, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like 2016, who knows? What the fuck? I don't remember podcasting in the summer like those past 3 years. Only last summer because it was like the pandemic.
we
was like a whole
definitely did.
thing. We definitely did. Yeah.
We
I remember hanging out in the
started
summer.
the podcast at the beginning of September in 2018.
Mhm.
So that
So
was
we
the
definitely
end
had
of
2
summer.
summers.
So
Yeah.
our life and lore brains were forming in the summer.
Forming
And
mesh.
in the fall times when we truly came out of our.
That was
shell.
usually a
What
wine
just
bottle.
happened?
Remember every time we're together, the wine bottle.
Oh my
But
God,
it's a honey.
yes.
Yeah, so
honey
if we
bottle.
have the honey with us, we can't
Yeah.
spill it. You can't spill honey. It's
Yeah,
impossible.
It's impossible.
Just sweet.
Also, Paul, I know this is gonna be super shitty to record, but can you turn my monitor up just a little bit? I can't hear it. There we go. Thank you. I
Oh yeah.
can't hear y'all as well as I would like to.
There you go.
That's mine. You just turned up mine.
I think he turned
Just
up all
kidding.
of ours because
Check,
mine
check,
went
check.
up
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. I turned mine up.
One
Oh,
hand.
you know what?
Oh my God,
I know I
I'm
can do-
so loud.
All of his fingers.
I know. I'm just like, it's like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh
I
god.
hope this stays in.
The scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000.
Turn it down just like half notch.
Oh my god. You know what? I could,
9,000. Have you all seen the video of the dudes that are playing? Whoa, I'm so.
There we go.
Oh my God,
Okay.
it's so loud.
so I could
Everything
turn.
is different now.
The thing is, so I could turn us down. I could
The
turn.
Fire Nation is invaded.
I could turn us down, but then our levels are pretty good. So if we peak, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. This sounds perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, this is conversation.
Y'all seen the video of the dude that's playing at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and then he's like, they're telling him how much damage he took, and then he's like, and he makes like the Yu-Gi-Oh sound as if his life total was going down, but he's like, and he has like a reaction to it. Never seen the video?
Have not
I haven't
seen
seen it, but
It's a
the
cool
explanation
description.
is so good.
Good video. It's like 3,800. Like he acts out getting killed in Yu-Gi-Oh. Good times.
How do you die in Yu-Gi-Oh? Where do they go?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Where do they?
I must be so deaf because I don't react to these things.
You're just like,
I'm just like
all know
so
this.
numb.
I think you have the best headphones of all of us.
Okay,
dude.
that must be it.
Hey, don't
Oh, that's
knock
true.
my Sony
Don't knock my HyperX headphone.
Bro, those
dynamic
I have-
stereo headphones
These are my-
MDR
these
75.
Those are my dad's. That's
These
why.
have carpet on them almost.
Yeah.
They're so soft.
Because my dad's an audiophile. He uses that for like
Is
his
he
records.
really?
Yeah, he uses
Okay.
that to listen to records.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Sorry,
oh,
derailing. Summer.
summertime.
So, yeah,
there's
Paul.
a third memory. I don't know what it is though. I can't. Dude, I can't remember. But it's pretty significant. I'm gonna do the
The
anxiety
aliens
music.
are making it right now.
How about until you can think of it, I'll ask you this question. What state in the continental United States is the most enjoyable during the summer?
I've been to New York in the summer. That one, oh, it's really humid there too. It's humid everywhere then. Okay, so
No, it's not humid here.
If I can point you
or
to
Arizona.
the lyrics of Death Cab for Cuties,
Yes.
Summer Skin.
yes.
We skip to the second paragraph, the second verse, if you will. I don't recall a single care.
Jesus Christ.
Just greenery and humid air. So Death Cab has recorded that it is indeed humid everywhere on planet Earth during summer. Except for
Thank you for
Australia,
that.
because they're upside down.
Oh yeah, there, it's during the winter. It's summer there, right?
Winter.
That's wild.
Yeah, winter.
Because they're on the different
Winter.
side of the hemisphere. I don't know if it's like that for different places in South America, too.
In
I
Africa,
don't
it's like
know
In
that.
much.
Africa, it's
Hemisphere.
like that.
Yeah, because I remember
Summers
watching
or
the.
winters.
It was like FIFA, not FIFA.
Oh no, I
The World
watched
Cup.
Love Island. Where they go to
that's two
South
different things.
Africa.
I watched
Go to Africa,
soccer.
Love Island? In the UK one or the US one?
In the UK one, the newest season.
Oh,
they go to
I
South
haven't seen
Ah.
the newest season of Love Island UK. Love Island UK.
Love Island.
Very funny though.
It's like
That's
they're.
fun.
You know what? They're all himbos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody is like every
That's
every
true,
single
too.
human on that show, Jason.
Every human is a himbo.
I'll take your fucking word for it.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, so if I wasn't doing that or drum corps band,
Being
I was.
a whore.
I know I wasn't. Okay,
Whore.
there's sound for that. I got the whore sounds.
You are being a whore.
I'm only a whore during the winter to spring. That's a fact.
Those are
You're
horror
just trying to stay warm.
Those are always.
Are you
Those are the
seeking
warm hours. I'm seeking warmth and partnership.
Seeking the ass during those times?
Dude, I feel like-
seeking the butt.
Now it's
My-
like Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's why. And then I'm like, I love them.
Seeking the ass season. Yeah.
Seeking the ass or the assholes. Hey.
Hey.
Because they're usually assholes. Anyways,
Hey.
so
Oh.
I was. Oh,
With every
Get
ass
called
comes
out
an
every
asshole.
past lover of Paul. Y'all
yeah.
suck.
No, they're great. They're great
Okay.
people. Except
No, I'm
like
tell-
two of them.
I'm telling them that they suck.
Oh god.
If y'all don't think so, prove it.
Prove it. You know, to you, they're like, yeah, suck me off. Here it is. I was as a child at the YMCA. Yeah, because my parents would drop me off at the YMCA.
Young
That shit was
Men's
pretty
Christian
fun.
Association?
Yeah. Oh, I wish I had the song right now. I could just find it right now. I could.
Said young man.
Mew, mew.
Justin and I
Chopped
were
and
dropped
soda.
off at the YMCA program as well. After
Oh, when?
second grade.
We were young.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were
I
really
never got to go to the. Oh, it's
Or-
Christian men.
It's because capitalism, to be honest with you. Our grandma was working, and then both of our moms were working. Justin's mom worked very far away. My mom just worked long hours at the time. So, yeah, we were
It's also a Christian.
it's
you
a
said Christian,
vaporwave.
right? My
Well,
parents would never.
the agency was Christian, but
Yeah, my
Yeah.
parents would
Really
be like,
Christian.
"Rah,
Oh,
rah, rah,
there's
rah."
no religious studies at the YMCA.
Dude, honestly, at the YMCA, like the counselors were the same age. Oh, they're like younger than us. But I thought they were like 30 at the time because I'm like, and they look cool. They had like plugs, they had tattoos and stuff. I'm like, dude, I want to be like that when I grow older.
I want to be a YMCA.
Yeah, I want to be the Y
Spanish?
of the MCAs.
isn't it E?
No. Why? The letter Y in Spanish?
Why?
Why?
E. It's not gonna be Aya. Is it Aya? No, that's LL.
Because like
E
E
in
is
Spanish.
like when you
Yeah,
say
no. But the letter Y.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's
you
yeah.
wanna spell it.
Yeah.
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 What's ya?
No, isn't that Ja? No, that's Ja.
Good God.
Ja, Ja.
Good
Yeah.
God, we're all Hispanic in some way. None of us can
Hey,
answer.
bro. As of 3 weeks ago, I found out that I'm more Celtic than anything else.
Oh yeah.
Token white man at the table. Justin. Okay.
Like Justin might be more Western European than I am.
Guys, I'm not gonna tell you. This white privilege feels good.
What's it like to
When it
always
hits.
win?
It's amazing.
On paper, hey.
It's delicious. Yeah.
If you need to buy a house, just get
Latino
that.
Justin no longer exists.
He's dead now.
dead now.
You killed him with a claymore and a kill.
Oh my god.
Yes, laddie.
Justin.
Aye, laddie. Yeah.
So, Paul, you went to YMCA?
I went to YMCA and we did fucking see how hard that is? See, I pressed too many times
Nobody
and I get
asks
the Rick
you to,
Jam.
Paul. I appreciate that you do, but nobody asks you to.
Incorrect you. So yeah, I went to field trips. We went to like Knott's Berry Farm.
Dude, sorry, to side rail and to take away the conversation from you. I went to an aquarium at a lighthouse.
You
one
want the
time.
honey? Dude, stick out. My time. My
Lighthouse?
time's up, I
that
guess.
was an aquarium. It was fucking cool. There's never going to be a cooler field trip than going to a lighthouse aquarium.
Wait,
I don't
how
know
does
where
the
it was.
aquarium fit in the dick?
It wasn't inside the lighthouse, but there was a lighthouse and there's the aquarium.
Wait, no, that's Nope. That's the Aquarium of the Pacific.
Yeah, that's just aquarium.
That's actually Aquarium
Why
of
are
the
you
Pacific,
guys
the
trying to
most
fucking
famous
take
one.
this down? It's cool as hell.
That's just
two
Long.
different
That's
things.
just downtown Long Beach.
Yeah, oh my god, they had a convention center too. Yeah, fucking
You're
Long Beach.
like-
They had a bay.
Were there also
Currently
homeless
resides.
people on the street?
Yes, y'all suck. I've had a terrible time in the past 2.5 years. I hate you all.
Oh my god, you know what this calls
Podcast.
for?
This new. Hold on. Wait. Just yeah. So now that we killed
You're
that
dead,
Jason.
Jason's dead. Finally.
Season 25, fucking here.
Here he is,
25?
everyone.
Probably.
We're around that point.
Jason 25, how do you feel?
Doesn't know how to speak yet.
Oh my god, he doesn't know how to talk.
I'm fresh.
Yeah, Jason 25 still. It's like when you go to sleep after smoking a joint, you wake up high. Jason 25 just woke up high. Y'all
That's
ever
such
do
a weird
that?
feeling.
Y'all ever take a weed nap and you wake up still kind of turnt? And you're like, ah, gee,
Yeah.
geez, oh fuck, oh shit.
Anyway, lighthouses and aquariums are both cool independently. When you add them together, they're very cool. Paul, you went on field trips. What kind of field trips do you guys go to?
Oh, so we went to the San Diego Zoo, which was like far. That was like I had to sleep.
Dude, yeah, that's a
on
hell
the
of a
way.
drive.
Yeah, from like
Especially when you're young, 2 hours is
yeah. Legoland, that's like by San
That's
Diego.
also- yeah, that's not
And I was like, fuck. I was like, wow, YMCA is paying for this. No, it's not like that.
It was your parents, right?
Yeah, so like we only went like once every like few weeks. So I only went a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, you're going to the YMCA? And I'm like, what the fuck? But it was only on the, no, sometimes they mixed up the days of the field trips. So it would just be YMCA in the fucking school with like the 20-year-old, not proctors, but counselors, whatever they are. They're not even counselors. They don't counsel us. They just give us trauma. They're like, I don't care about your crying problems, you fucking kid.
Traumatized.
You child.
The 20-year-old.
Yeah.
I think you just had shitty counselors.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yo,
Child.
when I was in kindergarten, preschool, there was this, he was a, fuck, dude, sentences are hard. I was at YMCA and there's this counselor. What are we calling him? Supervisor.
There we go.
We had literal like young adults.
He was cool. And we would have nap time, which is
that is really cool.
Like group nap times, a whole room of children just like, all right, sleep time.
Yep.
That shit was
It's
magical
tight.
as a child.
I wish we could do that at jobs now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He would like
Take a
rub
break.
the kids with anxieties their backs to like soothe them.
Wow.
And it was very nice. It was very comforting. And then he also taught me
Sounds
how to
almost
do
problematic.
this.
Oh yeah, like
See-
just I learned games there. Yeah.
I hate that because I was also in my brain for just a second. I hate that is my immediate reaction.
Huh.
That when I think of a person other than someone's parents acting parental or
Yeah.
caring to a child.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't mean he's a fucking
immediately
pedo. He's
Yeah,
just a
and-
soothing man.
Uh,
And that's the thing is,
I was
some-
raised Catholic, so
so-
all of
well,
them
oh,
are
God, yeah.
problematic.
Who wants to last?
It's unfortunate because some people have stronger parental instincts than parents themselves.
Yeah.
Some parents don't really know how to parent very well, which is,
house.
it's not a bad thing. It's just, we're pouring up coffee. Hold on.
All spilled in his own house.
It sounded like a little bit of
And,
pee.
and that is in
That's
no
just
way
because you peed. You're like, I have reference.
to parents, you know what I mean? But some people just have very strong parental instincts, even though they're not parents. And so they, you see like everyone has like their favorite like supervisor when they were in elementary school, or like a proctor or a teacher or something like that, because they have these strong parental vibes that they're like, damn, you like provided some insight that I took from my life and took it on to longer.
Like influential.
Yeah, influential.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we probably all have those people.
Yeah,
As a child.
Who's your childhood influence?
That dude, exactly.
He gave me crab tacos one time. It was very cool.
Crab
Oh.
tacos.
That was probably, you know what?
That is
sounds
really interesting.
good.
I love your mom, but she's not the most adventurous eater. That was probably the first time you ever had crab tacos.
Well, I'm Filipino, so no. But,
Oh, that's true.
First time I had crab tacos, yes, but crab, no.
Crab, no, yeah.
Ah.
'Cause that's right, because your other
A
family
lot of
is
crabs
very
at buffets, which is awful.
Pacific, very like Asian Pacific Island kind of vibe. So
Vibes. I knew you were gonna say vibes. I'm like, they got those vibes.
I'm trying to stray away from the word vibes. I need something else.
I know it was like
Unpredictable is
It's like
millennial.
swag, but then a little better.
Yeah, but vibes, like it's one of those words that I started saying ironically, and then I just have it in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it out.
Just
I
say
don't want vibe. I want,
vibrations.
there's other things there, but the thing is, vibe
dynamic.
is kind of a good word. Like it makes sense. It's energy. It's the
You don't
word,
have to
baby.
defend it. You can
I'm-
It's
just
not
use it.
problematic.
Oh, man.
It's not problematic. Like, what's the problematic word we say?
Justin,
okay.
why the
Use
fuck
it.
do you say that word? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's dying.
He's dying
I'm
Look
just
at that word doesn't even want to come out of your mouth anymore.
I am just letting y'all know about my internal struggles that I feel every single day. There's
Okay.
my struggle.
Well,
Honey, you've got a big storm.
Sorry.
This game.
the storm is coming. I tried to make it sneaky, but I went to use the restroom at Paul's house for the third time ever. And I came in here earlier and I was like, smell this soap. It smells so good. And I went in there this time after using that soap twice. And that soap is not soap, it's lotion. And I washed my hands twice.
Because that's like, I've washed my hands. Exactly.
Yeah. Everyone's like, I guess I gotta hype up Chrissy too. And then everyone's like, Paul's
I did not
house isn't that
enable.
good.
I just was silently like, huh?
Why am I so
Sure it's
dominating?
Yeah, we can't tell if you're lying or not.
Are you wearing sunglasses indoors?
Indoors.
Did you forget your other glasses?
They are prescription. Oh, I might
Sunglasses.
have them somewhere. But
Prescription sunglasses.
I cannot. Whatever.
I knew there was a reason you were wearing the sunglasses. And I thought it was because you broke your other glasses.
No.
Oh no.
Is it you're just
No,
feeling today?
I'm just feeling Elton John and Tupac.
Yeah, Beatles.
I think all of them
The
wore those
Vogue.
glasses at one time. John Lennon wore them the most.
John Lennon, that's what I'm
John
thinking.
Lennon.
Paul McCartney with those.
Ringo
some-
Starr wears them a lot now.
Yo, so Paul McCartney and Khruangbin released that
Dude,
single
what the
together
fuck? What
called Pretty
They
Boys.
showed up on my Spotify, and I
It's
was like, "Whoa!"
It's really good.
Oh, this is funny on my
I
iPad.
encourage anybody listening to this podcast right now, please go listen to the single that Khruangbin and Paul McCartney.
I can
I'm
confirm
gonna pull it
that
up.
Paul McCartney's original body and his clone and/or imposter both wore those sunglasses.
and they're great. Or clone
Is it called Pretty Boys?
Pretty Boys. It's really good. It's like how much of the song can we play before
Like
we get
15 seconds.
copyright?
Yeah, 15 seconds. Actually, everything we say gets copyrighted at every second. They send me 15-cent charge every time we speak because
I'm so sorry.
our episodes have been released and leaked before we release them in South Korea.
Oh, damn
Thank
it.
you, Seth Green.
Yeah, y'all hear this? Laura Lee on the bass guitar. She's it's very good.
I like her wig.
And her wig. Yeah. Hers is, it seems like it's more well kept than the guitar player's wig. I feel like he just doesn't give a
crashed
shit.
at
He's
this
just,
point.
he's just playing guitar. They're done.
Go to Coachella. Go see Kron.
Yeah, which, Jason, I guess we can segue into more summer stuff because there's
Segu.
Segu.
into some summer stuff
Oh, it's
because,
a segue song. Oh, I hear. Here it
Jason,
is.
you and I have a very big summertime activity that we've done quite a bit.
We have a whole episode about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Oh, yeah, festivities, yeah.
This is to harken back to an episode that I think we did maybe a year and a half ago. 2 years.
Boy, it was been a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to fact check that.
I
You
don't.
can, Jason.
you in the beginning of the episode, you're like, this computer is tasked
Yeah,
to
you
fact
fast trap
check.
your fucking computer. So
Yeah.
go look at it, damn it.
Oh, God.
This is a new Jason. That's why
archives.
it's a new Jason that didn't
Go
remember.
Spotify real
You know
quick.
how you
It
get
takes
into like
a
the
second.
war room when it's like DEFCON 1?
Yeah.
Like, you have to go through all the checkpoints. That's me looking through our fucking podcast right now.
I guess so. I thought opening Spotify was easier on your computer. For me, it's Spotlight Search S. So, thanks,
Chrissy's
MacBook. Look at this. How fast is
Chrissy
this?
was playing the
Spotlight
flute.
Search
She's like,
S. Return.
I'm already there. It's just like I gotta read. It
Yeah,
Ah.
I get it. The festival episode was a while ago, but thank you.
was definitely
yeah, it was like 2019 or something.
Oh man, remember
It was
astrology?
April of 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Rest
It was
peace.
a little more than 2 years.
April 2019. That's not.
Yeah, it was in April, yeah.
Spotify.
Online privacy and the festival episode.
Oh, you know why? Because I only read the first two words.
Oh, online.
What a weird episode.
Yeah,
You're like,
online.
anyways, use your password manager and Coachella, do drugs.
Oh, yeah.
That was our yearly thing for a while. And I remember the first time, I believe, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, my memory.
I will try.
I believe the first time we went to Coachella together was 2016. That's when Lord was playing.
Lordy.
That's the year that we saw
Toflo,
Lord and Joe.
Radiohead.
Radiohead was 2018.
Really?
Those were 2 different years.
Shit, man. They blend together so much now.
The first year
Memories.
that we went to Coachella, we were running in to see Porter Robinson and Maddie on.
Oh,
that.
Madion's
I thought so.
great.
It's the year that was also the year that we saw Radiohead and the XX, which was 2018.
Shit, man.
Bro, Radiohead.
Yeah.
Okay, Coachella 2016
live?
lineup. I was not there. That was LCD Sound System, Guns N' Roses, and California.
Yo, they
I'm sorry.
slap.
So our first year was 2017.
Okay,
It must have been.
2017
LCD.
It must have been 2017.
Was
See, that's why I
was
said
that Lady
It's-
Gaga?
But
Yeah,
I think that was the year that
You
me-
crazy, Justin Marquez. It was Radiohead, Lady Gaga, and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my god,
That was
Damn, that is
wait,
a
that was
thrower.
2017.
That was 2017.
Was that the first year? Did Lord play that year too? Right? Was that the first year they went together?
You know the font's so small in these posters.
Lord
I'll
would
get
have been
back
at the
to you.
top. Come on, bro.
Mac Miller, Steve Angelo, Glass Animal.
Bon Iver too.
Lord was day 3.
That was okay. So my
Lord and
memory.
Kendrick Lamar.
So
God, we were
Jason,
blessed.
your first Coachella fucking slapper. First
Perfect,
off, I'm
yeah.
sorry that I got that mixed up for a second because I remember distinctly the first day that we got to Coachella. For the reason it was so summertime vibe, right? Difficult. It was getting
warm
hot as
day.
shit. We drove out across the desert in my 1999 Honda
Yeah,
Accord
we-
with
Honda,
no
baby.
air conditioning.
No, we did not.
Just
we
the
had,
air.
We had no air conditioning. I had
Oh,
the
God.
fans blowing and the windows down.
God.
And
Yeah, we were sweating before we were walking.
yeah, driving into Indio
In the morning, too?
Springs. Dude. Yeah, we left
Yeah,
in like
you know where all the wind turbines are?
Oh, I love that.
Wind energy.
Yeah.
By the time we got there,
Love
it
it.
started heating up.
It was crispy.
Yeah, and I remember I drove us out there in my car at the time. I'm so glad that I have a vehicle with AC now. because Jesus Christ, it's rough. Yeah,
Mm.
it's rough, and I know Chrissy feels me on that.
Thankfully, you
So-
can be sweaty at Coachella and it's totally fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So we pulled up, we got there, we got on the tram. And I remember because we wanted to catch Stormzy, but it took us a little while because of traffic. And so we were at like the last 20 minutes of Stormzy's set. We're like running across. It's Jason's first time in Coachella, and he's like excited. And we like check in, and then we just book it. We don't see.
We ran.
We don't experience any of Coachella. We
I didn't
run
put my
to see
shoes on to come
Stormzy. Like, we ran to see Stormzy, and then after that, the whole day was basically set at the main stage because we wanted to see. We saw Glass Animals that day.
Ooh.
We saw, I believe, Two Door Cinema Club that day.
Nice.
No. That was the year that Eve came.
No, that was not the year. That was 2018.
It was 2018, right? That was the year after. Yeah. We saw Glass Animals, and then I think we waited throughout most of the day to see the XX and Radio.
That was the hardest thing we've ever done in our lives, which was choosing between. Oh man.
Is the year Fanagram played?
Yeah,
too?
so it was Fanagram,
Yeah.
and then we also missed Banks.
Yeah.
Fanagram and Banks were like two
Wait.
artists we definitely wanted to
Wait,
see,
for who?
but we did not.
Who'd you miss them for?
I believe.
Oh, if you don't remember,
okay, so
damn.
I do remember
I was
very
there.
distinctly. Fantagram was playing the same time as. So they were right after Tovlo. We were at Tovlo.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go
Oh.
see Lord. And
Okay.
Fantagram and Lord
No,
played
no,
at
no.
almost the same
No,
time.
Lord
right?
was day 3. This is all day
Oh.
1 shit.
Was that all day one shit? Was that Tovlo? I think it might have been Tovlo. Though.
Tovlo and Lord
With
are
Radiohead.
day 3, but we saw both of them.
What?
Our
Who did
stories do
who
not
did we-
match.
Who did we give up, bro? I don't remember.
We were on so many drugs.
Yeah, we were on some drugs.
You just
Don't listen to
sleep
this,
for
parents.
those hours.
Dream Car was there, and that's from the lead singer of AFI. That was
My mom
Oh,
went
yeah?
to go see Dream Car. She said that they were very.
car.
We
Sounds nice.
saw Dream Car with your mom.
Wait, oh my God, what memories are there?
Justin
You have
was
to
on
reconnect.
drugs. We
I
both
was
had
on
heat stroke. It was
He
fun.
like astro
Hold
projected
on.
into someone
I'm gonna-
else at
hold on.
Coachella.
Obviously, Justin doesn't know anything anymore. I remember what it is.
They were
Hold
mud
on.
baths,
Go
right?
into my Google Photos.
So-
I have the answers.
So here it is. Yeah.
You
So
use VPN,
here's
but Google
the-
Photos? What the fuck? That could get leaked
dude,
the
bro,
fuck
chill out, bro.
out.
No,
Yeah.
it's not leaked. Google
Oh,
already has
that
it.
shit could
You
get
can't leak what
leaked.
you already own.
Mhm. You're not wrong. You are
Mhm.
not.
So
That was
when
the
things
year.
get leaked-
See, okay, so now that we're doing the thing, here's what I'm trying. Here's what I can get my story straight now because
Alrighty.
unfortunately, this is the thing that happens. The years get kind of blended together sometimes. But this first year, I remember we were super excited because I do, in fact, remember we got there and we saw Cashmere Cat
Oh,
for a little bit. We saw Kid Cudi. You saw Kid Cudi, right? You remember this, Jason?
We did not see Kid Cudi.
I saw Kid Cudi.
You saw Kid
Weren't
Cudi.
you not there? You were there in 2017, my guy. Unless you were there in 2018. We have the whole story mixed up.
No, I was there in 2017. Kid Cudi wasn't there.
summertime.
I have the lineup right here.
I want to argue now. I have
I feel
no
like
space to
at
argue.
Coachella they actually just give you drugs with a bunch of posters from different artists.
I'm sorry, I was reading the 2016.
Different sets.
Yes, that's what I went
there.
to.
We just talked
We
about
saw
it.
Father John Sleepy that day.
Yes, we did.
No offense to
Misty,
anybody
he's
who likes
sleepy.
Father John Misty, but dude, we were like falling asleep. watching
Okay,
this set.
I have the receipt.
He was not
Damn,
delivering.
I
not
have the
good.
fucking receipts.
Yeah,
All right,
performer
we saw
energy.
Stormzy first. We ran to see Stormzy.
Whoops.
We
Yes.
then saw Bonobo.
Yes, we did see
Oh,
that.
Bonobo.
I remember we caught a little bit of Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, fuck Mac DeMarco. We saw Glass Animals, and then we had to hold our spots, and that was through Father John Sleepy,
Which is why we could not see Fantagram.
which led into the
Wow, Father John.
We had decided we had such prime spots, which we did because we are maybe 6 rows of people from the stage.
Oh,
so
that's-
they were fucking good
that's
spots,
really
and
close.
then that was Radiohead to the end, there,
Oh,
which was like
nice.
a 2-hour set.
Sorry that took us so
The next day, we saw Two Door Cinema Club, Dream Car, Bon Iver, and Lady Gaga, which was my
Bon Iver.
favorite. We were also rolling.
Boner Bear.
Lady Gaga.
Boner
Yeah, that was
Ver-
good stuff. That
The
was
next and final day. We saw Porter Robinson
Porter,
and
man.
Maddie.
Lad
We saw Tovlo. We saw Tovlo's boobs.
We did see Tovlo's.
Tav Alolo.
Tavalo's boobs.
We must have seen Lord at some point, but I don't have any.
Lorde.
We definitely saw Lord. You know when that was? That was when. So
Lord.
that was
Lord.
dubbed that year of Coachella the year of powerful women because we saw all these these powerful femme presenting artists. We saw Lady Gaga. We saw
You're
Lord.
basically
We saw
feminist.
Yeah.
we saw Tovlo. And it was cool because I felt that there was some kind of like empowering energy around as well, because there was this lady that walked up to me and I had a ring pop in my mouth and she just pulled it out of my mouth and was like, "You don't need that." And I was like,
what the fuck? You're like, I want it.
I was like, maybe I don't.
She was like dancing around with it.
Dancing around with it. Then
Justin
she
and I
just-
were like entranced.
You're like, whoa.
And then
Did
she just
take
gave it back. And she just allowed me to have it back.
So Justin and I
Yeah,
have
baby.
a video that's 6 seconds long back when I was using Snapchat.
Oh, you drug dealer.
It's of us eating lobster mac and cheese.
Whoa.
In between, on our left, the main stage, Lord, and on the secondary stage, Hans Zimmer.
Whoa. He was there.
What a night.
Yeah, and then
Hans.
Kendrick Lamar was the
My
last
boy.
artist that we would see at Coachella,
Kendrick
and
Lamar was
then
cool.
we were hungover, sick for 3 days.
I got sick
Oh,
the day
after that?
afterwards, yeah.
Damn. Oh, after the last day though?
After the last day. of
Oh,
work,
you experienced this.
I
Yeah.
remember that now. I remember you being sick. for some
I was sick
reason.
and heartbroken all in the same weekend.
And then a week later, it was Cinco de Mayo, right?
Hey. was that where the Hornitos sombrero came from?
Correct. Yeah, I stole that from an Albertsons.
Hell yeah.
I was a bit of a delinquent back in 2017. It's 4 years later, and I'm a
You're-
reformed man.
The year before we met.
You're paying taxes, bro. You paid off your car. Like, congratulations on that, by the
Paul
way,
and
dude.
Chrissy, I have a picture of you guys when I first met you guys back in April 17, 2018.
Whoops.
Of us playing D&D.
Oh, is that the first day?
Yeah, I remember the first time I met Paul was at D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, was D&D?
So Chris.
So this was
Yeah,
2018.
bangs, baby.
And then recently, it was one Paul's birthday. And you guys are in this exact same goddamn position. History repeated itself. And I love that.
Paul is
On the left.
On your left.
If
On
you
your-
run around the world,
my left-hand man.
left hand. There it is. Oh, that was super loud.
So anyways, Justin and I went to Coachella twice. It was fun.
We went to Coachella 3
Before it
times
burned
because we
down.
went to
Wait.
2019 as well.
That wasn't in the summer. It's in April. That's the spring.
It's pretty close
Oh,
to summer.
fuck y'all.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
the intro to summer. Fuck y'all.
Delete this
It doesn't
episode.
matter.
I know my episode's done.
Okay, you
No
know
more
what?
episode.
This is May. This is June, early June. Oh shit.
Okay, you know what? I got a summer episode. Then pass me the honey.
Yeah, got him.
Pass me the
Oh, wait.
goddamn honey.
Just doesn't even have the honey anymore. I
No,
stole
never
it back.
got the honey.
Wait, I
put
thought
the
you
leopard-
had the
Yeah,
honey.
you
for a
have the
while,
honey.
Jason.
I stole
You
it
don't
back.
know anything.
You
about
told
nothing.
you don't
I bought
gaslight
my
me.
first car in July of 2017. There's my
Oh,
summer
damn.
story.
Honey.
You're
I got a summer
There
story.
she
Here's the-
is.
Give me the honey.
So-
Okay, so I used to go to
wasn't
Hard Summer, which happens in the summer.
Yeah, when does it happen?
Yeah.
What day?
Does it?
It happens. Let me check because
What time?
the dates did kind of change for a while. What's Hard
Tell
Summer?
me when it happens.
I believe it was my first one was 2015.
Justin, tell me.
I'm working on it. I can only type in one hand. Damn it.
I
Give
saw
me a
City in
goddamn
Color
second.
September
Why?
18th, 2017. That was before Labor Day.
Dun-dun-dun.
Memorial Day, excuse me.
Oh,
Let's see here. No, this is the V Festival. Where's Hard
You
Summer?
want to know something else that's awful about the summer? Geminis and Leos.
I like
Oh,
both
yeah.
of those. You know the funny thing is I
Cancer.
love both of those. So much.
Cancer is okay.
I'm not okay with
Cancers?
Cancer either. And,
Why don't you include them then?
and that's
Gemini,
my
Cancer,
that's my
Libra?
moon and sun sign or rising sign.
You're rising.
What about your Plutos?
Crybabies.
Yes, a big crybaby.
Big crybaby. No, okay. So I went to go see. So this is August 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
Hard Summer 2015 was my first time that I got introduced to like the rave scene.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
that there's
that's
some
pretty
You
people
said that
who
with
are
such reverence.
yeah,
Rave.
rave scene.
Rave. What if you roll the R's on Rave?
The rave scene, and there are some people who are in the electronic community, the electronic music community, who will fervently say that Hard Summer is not a rave. But then why are there motherfucking electronic artists and a couple rappers? It's a goddamn rave.
It's a
Shut
rave.
up. It's a rave.
Without the drugs? No, it's still drugs.
There's still a bunch of drugs.
Bunch
Trust
of
me.
drugs everywhere.
Trust me, bunch of drugs. So in 2015, I don't really know much about like the electronic music scene. I've grown up with it. I think I've talked about this in the podcast a couple of times. How my mom introduced me to like techno and like house music from like
Your
an early
mom's so
age.
cool.
My mom is cool as shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome. I
Yeah.
love you, Gina Marquez.
You can't just say your mom's first name like that.
Of course I can. She's my mom. I can say her first name. I don't say it all the time, but I'll say it when I give her her just reverence.
She's
time?
my mom.
Mom.
My mama.
But that was a fantastic year. I mean, there are honestly some folks that I saw that are like really large names now in the electronic community, and they were kind of getting their start at first in that first year. That was the Pomona Fairplex, which was very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
very sweaty, very hot. But I got to see. I remember I got to see Shiba-san. I remember I got to see. I saw Young Thug, which was funny in this like really small venue. But one of the people that stuck out to me the most, who now these two artists are like gigantor, but this is one they're a little low key still, not low key, but they were not as big as they are now. I saw Gorgon City and I saw Odessa.
Oh,
the same day, and that was bonkers. I was like, wow, these two, like those two shaped the type of music that I listened to for quite a long time. I was like, damn, Gorgon City and Odessa, very different types of electronic music.
Yeah,
very percussion forward, and the dudes in Odessa literally like play drums on stage. They bring out drum lines and stuff. Like they're very cool to watch. And so,
what college did they do a drumline intro for? There's like a drumline Odessa song. Oh, it's called. Yeah, it's like a drum break and like literal marching snare.
Yeah, it has like the marching snare.
Sick, yeah.
Is that Loyal? I think Loyal has the drums in the beginning.
Yeah, that shit's sick.
Yeah, that shit is sick. But yeah, that was like it's one of my favorite summer memories. It was the first time I had gone to the festival pretty much like to meet friends, but I was there by myself for the most part, walking on the Pomona Fairplex, just like cool. Yeah, being like, hey, how are you?
Like meeting up or just like, hey, new friends.
Meeting new friends, which is one of my favorite things to do at those kind of festivals.
Everywhere, all the time.
Always at a festival.
Justin is just like a random sim in every situation.
Like a
Yeah, it's nice to meet people. I love doing it. I feel, I always make sure I'm in like a safe position when I'm meeting strangers, because meeting strangers can be kind of wild. But you just keep your wits about you, and people are usually very amiable. They're very nice.
Especially when they all paid money.
Especially they pay hundreds of dollars to be in this thing. So it's not like they're going to be a jackass. Some people are, but they get drunk to be a jackass. That year, I also had the great pleasure to see Jamie XX. Before I got to see the XX with Jason, I got to see Jamie XX himself, and it was fantastic.
Dude's a great DJ.
And then I saw Chromeo, which was ridiculous. They are very silly, very fun live. And then I got to see Jack U, which was that Diplo and Skrillex mix-up thing for a while. They played that Justin Bieber song that got really big. That was fun.
Which one?
Jack U. It's the where are you? You, like the U with the umlaut now. Where
umlaut.
Now that I need you. That song played at like every PacSun for like a month. Or for like a year.
What are they called?
They're called Jack and then U with the umlaut, the two dots over the U.
Yeah, wow, I forgot about them.
Oh, okay. And it's Where Are You?
Yeah, that song was a thing for a while.
Oh, there's like 4 artists on this shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this
it's this one. I remember this one. Yeah, this is very like, when was it made?
You hear this song, Jason?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a really good memory. I saw The Weeknd that year too. That was the first time I ever saw The Weeknd.
You double dipped The Weeknd.
Yeah, because then we went on to be able to see The Weeknd at Coachella when he brought out Kanye West. That was
he revealed it like a lion.
Drake brought out Kanye West.
Oh, I thought like Kanye West was just like ravaged.
Weeknd brought out Kanye West. Dude, Kanye West comes out of Coachella a lot. All right,
that's where he's kept. He's like in prison there. He's just like
in a Kid Cudi. He brought out Kanye.
He brought out Kanye.
Like under the ground in a cage.
People from the music industry just have to look
Drake
over
also
Kanye.
Yeah.
Weeks.
We got to invite Kanye again. Like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Whose job is week? Who's watching fucking Kanye this week?
It's like initiation to the Illuminati. They're like, someone has to
give him to The Weeknd.
Look at him.
No, come on, I'm playing Coachella.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's The Weeknd. Oh, wait, I have it.
As you can see, my memory quite faulty from all these things. I have a lot of beer at these festivals, and sometimes I have things stronger than beer.
There are
like
things stronger
vibes,
than
right?
beer.
Vibes.
I have vibes that are stronger
Vibes
than beer.
are always
and
stronger
friendship
than beer.
and love that's stronger than beer. But it was one of my favorite things that came around in summer. I'm not a big fan of hard summer anymore because I don't like the heat as much. And it takes place mostly during the day, but it's also in like they moved it to the Pomona Fairplex.
Oh no!
Or the Pomona Speedway, I should say. That's
the Speedway. That's where it's at.
Because it's literally just all concrete and it's so hot during the day. There's no reason to be there.
Yeah, it's just reverberating heat.
I know they were flirting with having the moving that festival to the
flirting.
The Glen Helen Amphitheater, which is where Cal Jam happens, which is one of Jason and I's favorite music festivals. I know Cal Jam is a good time for Jason. I feel like you and I in every picture that we took at Cal Jam were just like it's unbridled like happiness. It was a good time. It was just wine, weed, and rock for a weekend.
For what?
And walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.
Wow!
I love that video so much.
Talked
The
for a while.
weekend's here to
Oh
this
my
event
God.
that I've been waiting for.
And I guess to add more to like summer stuff, I did a lot of similar summer things as Paul for a while. I did like drum corps, which happens during the summer, which is like marching band, but like super marching band.
Yeah, super pro.
The super marching band.
Super
marching
Here to
band.
save the day.
Super marching band.
Get the
They
just
evolved.
out of here.
Ascended.
It's just a lot. You
That's
know?
what I say up.
It's
Sorry,
like it
it's
takes
too long. I know.
It takes marching band and then makes you do it for like a lot of months when it's hot. You lose
Every
a lot of
day.
weight and you get super
Dude,
every single day. And you
I
lose a lot of
remember
weight and you-
there's like a
fun.
there's a thread about giving like unionizing marching band, but it's like it's in a way like instead of rehearsing 7 days for like 2 weeks at a time without the free time, they're like, dude, we need to have like equal rest periods and like you have to have like days off like between the 7-day rehearsal days. So they're like rehearse 4 days and then like just have fun the other days. Yeah, and I'm like, I could see that, but I haven't lived it, so I'm a conservative in some way because I'm like, you don't need that, just bustle through it.
Yeah.
And then, I got it. I was like, oh, is that why conservatives are such dicks about work days and stuff? And I'm like, I'm that guy now.
Oh no.
Because I'm like, I had to suffer 7 days in drum corps. Everyone else has to now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, no.
It's like that's not how it should work. You shouldn't have to project your trauma on other people just because you have to do it. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I pull myself up by my bootstraps. No, your father had a 401k.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so weird how people like want people to suffer like them. Like there's just something inside of them.
it's
like,
spiteful. Yeah.
I can't be the only one with this pain.
It's spiteful. Yeah. And it make
There's so many movie sounds.
I can see where it comes from, right? Because when you feel something, sometimes the only way to truly understand it is to feel that thing as well. You know, like without being too heavy or too sad, like feeling loss for something or like heartbreak. You don't understand what heartbreak is.
Not too heavy.
Until you, that's not too. Exactly. Well, no,
You know.
I'm skirting around the really sad stuff.
It's like, yeah.
Isn't
Wanting
it
to
interesting
die.
though how like heartbreak becomes like so trivial as time passes though? Because you think
yeah.
back on it and just like, pff, wow,
Yeah, like,
you
doesn't
so-
matter.
Uh-huh.
I guess
Well, yeah,
not as
the
time
things
passes,
in-
but like as the things that happen to you in your life come. Because there's like some kids that are so small, that have experienced big things, but then like grown adults will cry over something very trivial. And it's like, this kid
them.
has been like, I've had a gun pointed at me. Like, are you
what?
kidding me?
So it's the intensity of it, right? Like so if
I'm
if
so
things-
like watching Israel and like Palestine things
yeah.
now.
So it's like so
lot of sense.
desensitized to those things, right?
That
Like in
doesn't
some way.
trivialize our own trauma though.
not at
Obviously
all.
they have.
It doesn't,
The
but like
intensity of it.
but like heartbreak, like as like you experience a larger heartbreak in your life, and like it kind of makes other things seem smaller.
Yeah. So it's like when your trauma intensifies. So like heartbreak at 16, credit score going down now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I really. That's what I really. No, like my heartbreak at that. My heartbreak at that age. Quotation marks on a podcast that's audio
Yeah.
based is
Fuck, you check my
heartbreak.
credit score now.
Is stop. No, don't break your heart now.
The
you do
things,
this.
the
It's like
things
the same
that broke
intensity.
my heart back then, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Where it's like the same feel. I'm like, oh, dude, I've experienced so much more worse.
Yeah.
But then not worse than someone else, but still, like Jason said, doesn't invalidate.
It doesn't
the hurt.
invalidate, but yeah, like how heartbreak becomes more of a trivial manner.
Yeah, which
in
is
your
nice.
life.
Part of healing.
I was just
in
thinking
some way.
it's not so much an age thing as much as that like it could happen to you when you're a wee babe.
It's a
I'm
very,
up 9 points.
it's
My credit
very,
score is 763. Give
Hell
me
yeah.
one.
Okay, thanks for
That's all.
flexing.
Leave
You
me
fuck.
alone.
it's a very, oh Jesus.
I have 3 points.
It's, oh no. Chrissy, you should not have a credit card.
I'm 3.
Alrighty.
3. And see, more to that point, heartbreak becomes like, it's so contextual at the time, like I think back, and it's funny because sometimes I'll think back to certain instances, or you drive certain places, you're like, damn, I went on this, I took this exact same drive when I was feeling this way at this
yeah.
time.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
God,
You're
yeah.
on Riverside for me.
Yeah, man. That's me driving through like certain parts of the Empire because certain things happen in certain areas, and you look back on that
Yeah.
with different, obviously like a different thread of thought now that you're different in like a different part of your life.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you look back, and I agree, Jason. Sometimes you look back, you realize those things were so important to you at the time,
Right.
and then you are a little trivial. And some of those things, hey. More to the topic of summer, they happen during summer sometimes. I
most definitely, yeah.
Can I
I
really
definitely
quickly touch
played
on
my
that?
simp card during summer one year, and it worked
no.
for me. So
Yeah, and relating to the heartbreak in the first, like those firsts, and this relates to child psychology of like, when a kid paints something, it's not, like it's not a big deal in the grand terms of our lives. You painted something, but if they're proud of it, you should like regardless, you should really gas them up on it and be like,
Yeah.
wow, this is amazing. Good job. Because this is the first time
the
that
Lil
they've ever
Wayne.
created something
Yeah, baby.
Be so long.
to this child with their fucking turkey.
Right in their face.
Because these firsts are like, it's their first time that ever in their life they've done something like this. And that's a big deal. And that first time that we've gone through like a hard
Imagine you're just like,
it's a
little
big
shit,
deal.
Da Vinci was a thing before you, fucker.
Like gatekeeping like
Yeah.
experiences.
None
Like,
of your memories are ever original.
The first time you've made anything
Yeah. It's like,
in the
man, this
past
sucks.
2 years. Oh my gosh.
Like,
it's important to celebrate those things, and I think that's also part of the loss we feel and the heartbreak we feel. Like also celebrate that too, like that's a point in your life that you grew, you changed.
Mhm.
That's enough of my
I
heavy
chose
shit. on that.
chaos.
Yeah, man.
chaos. Choose chaos. Choose to throw that child down.
Yeah.
Child
The
sound?
child.
Anybody else got some?
No.
Does anybody else got some summertime stuff they wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do a series on summer episodes.
This one was definitely more freeform.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
freeform as hell.
That's how it is when we're together.
I think in my episode, I'm going to more touch on like the feeling of freedom, especially being a
Liberation.
kid in school and like what summertime meant to you. We kind of talked about that,
Yeah.
whether it be YMCA and field trips or like daycare or whatever. But
Like liberation, alienation.
I want to talk
Which one
about
is
like
it?
actual experiences I had and shit like that. But maybe we'll see. I might revise what I've written down. But basically, like, man, when the time off from school, that shit was magical.
Oh, it's so
And I
euphoric.
miss that
Oh, yes.
equivalent because there is nothing like that now. We talked about PTO earlier from work.
Ah,
of
yeah.
like, I don't get 3 months off.
Constant.
It's impossible for me to get 3 months off
Yeah.
unless I was a trust fund kid.
Yeah.
Like if anything, the work summer. What the fuck am I saying? You ready for the open debate? So
Unprofessional Paul over here.
work time in the summer is just like it getting busy, and they're like, "Oh, it's the season." I'm like, "Why the fuck aren't we going out making other shit busy then?
Yeah.
Why are we the ones working
It's
and
'cause
keeping
you're in the
everyone
service
there?"
industry, and that's the culture,
Shit,
man.
dog. But
It's
it gets
the culture, man.
it gets busy everywhere. Like all of a sudden, everyone's just
Yeah.
like, "I want to go out intensely."
It's 'cause
Even
there's
if
so
you're
many
like an
students.
artist, like you
Yeah.
start touring more during the summer.
People are at the
and-
beach. People are just
and
everywhere.
during the holidays as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be a downer about it, but like,
I want to be a
Do it.
downer about everything.
no more no more
It all
downer.
sucks.
I just want to celebrate those memories as a kid, like I had a really fun
Yes.
time in summertime, but sometimes I didn't have a great time. In summer, like my parents went through divorce, but equally during summertime, like I smoked pot for the first time and my friends got cars.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
both of those very forming experiences.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those made the divorce all
On brand.
worth it.
And
Spice it up a little
they
bit.
were very important, like memories. And I couldn't have done that without
Very
3 months
potent.
off from school.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, how do I do?
I could not get into those shenanigans
Oh,
without 3 months off.
yeah. Because that was like a kind of like the formidable part of the year. 3 months out of like the 12. That's a big portion.
Dun-dun-dun.
Big portion. Especially when the rest of the fucking 9 months are just school and existing. It sucks.
School
Or
sucked.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucked. For
I
like
know
what,
some
12
people
years of our
like-
life?
Yeah, I
Fuck.
know some people really liked it, but school sucked.
Yeah, fuck you,
It was
nerd.
okay.
You
It gets
like
better
school?
once you're out.
Nerd.
I feel like a lot of yes, that is. I can agree with that. It's definitely your life changes when you.
Mhm.
Hey, if anybody happens, first off, if you're listening to this podcast and you're in like high school,
And
stop.
summer school, fuck off.
Stop
Yeah,
because
this ain't it.
Yeah, don't take your AP
read the
courses.
warning before you watch this podcast.
Do it.
Do it.
Well, they're not.
but-
If they're not working, no. It's just we
But-
should change not safe for work. Because what about those people that are unemployed?
Just not safe.
We don't need to be,
We're not
we
safe.
don't need to do that.
We're dangerous.
Yeah, we're dangerous.
It's a dangerous podcast.
But there is that fuck. Do it.
Like liberation that
Related
comes
clause.
Yes,
from
thank you.
graduating.
I'm tired.
You have this like becoming an adult is really silly because you have this ultimate freedom and also like this ultimate responsibility at the same time, which is just you.
It's incredibly
the ultimate
freeing, though. I love it.
responsibility.
I love it. Like every decision I make as an adult is like mine,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fuck up and it's just me.
And
You're
you
like,
don't
"That's
have
good."
to like, at least for me, I remember having to wait like a whole year until I could like reinvent myself. And as an adult, like you can just wake up tomorrow and like be a new person. And no
Yeah.
one's going to be like, you weren't that person yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm a
'Cause, like,
fucking adult and I choose to be this
Yeah.
person today.
Like in the summer, you're like, dude, I'm gonna flex all my new outfits for like the school pictures.
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
During the high school, like when you get your schedule and shit, you're like, yo, I'm gonna see these homies that like, or not
I'm gonna
homies.
flex on all of them.
I'm gonna flex on the person I had chemistry with
I'm
last
tell them
semester.
all the things I did.
Mhm.
And as an adult,
I
it's
slept.
like I just can be cool tomorrow. I will do
Exactly.
it, you know, or I will
Just
be the
next
person
day.
I want to be tomorrow. I'll just do it. Don't gotta wait till summer.
Do I play noise? There it is.
Where are we at right now, Paul?
An hour 23.
Now we're 23.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do have another question to ask, but we can also save it for another episode. How y'all feel?
How long is the question?
It depends. I was
He's like,
just going to. I was just going to quickly ask, like, how
I
do
would
you
like
all?
to start with
we'll
the
just do
beginning of the history of summer.
a quick.
Like the Lord.
Yes.
Summer.
A quick. This is obviously, if you couldn't tell, more of a life episode. A quick round robin. How do you spend? your summers?
Oh no! Wait, no.
Whoa.
Sorry.
How do you spend your summers now? Now that you're an adult, without like a.
You just said suffering and work.
My girl.
Each honey's suffering work, suffering work.
Focus on me now.
My girlfriend is in college still, and she's
she
currently in
take the
college.
summer
Your
off?
girlfriend's in college now.
She's in college, and because she's in college, she
Aren't
has,
you like 50?
I'm 50, yeah, I'm actually 95 years old, but I look young for my girlfriend's in college. And she still has like the summer thing. And like she looks forward to school, classes being done because she then even though she has a job, she still has all that free time outside of that.
Way more. Yeah.
I have not felt that I've had like a summer, quote unquote, like that since I left college. Well, I left school, and so I don't really have that same feeling. And we've been kind of talking and discussing like how that kind of changes my perception of summer as well, because I don't really have that looking forward to like 3 or so months of not doing a big thing that's so important part of your life. It's just like, oh, that stuff happens like every day.
Yeah.
And I got to do that every day.
Day to day.
And that's not to diminish or hype up anything. It's just how it is. So I want to know how y'all spend your summer. I spend mine sweaty, and I spend mine trying to see my friends because it makes me feel happy. And the summer makes me feel very unmotivated sometimes. And so I need to like fill my schedule with things fun, because it encourages me to get out of that funk that I can let myself be. Because I would like to be able to enjoy the summer as much as I enjoy the fall and the winter. But I don't yet. It's just a work in progress. Chrissy?
Yeah, absolutely. I obviously like the fall and the winter have like their Christian holidays that like are really big in where we live. And so it's easier to like celebrate during that time. I didn't know, like, honestly, besides like Cinco de Mayo, which it isn't technically a summer holiday, but I always kind of felt like it was a summer holiday because like we went to the beach or had barbecues. It wasn't until I had nephews recently that like enjoying summer or like enjoying summer festivities became a thing, because like because
You know how long it takes me?
because children like they eat that shit up, you know. So like lately it's been all fucking chalk and bubble wands and butterfly catchers with my nephews, and it's like I don't even know how they learn that, you know. Like I don't bring that stuff up to them. It's just like they kind of observe it around them or like on TV, and then they're like, I want to do that too, and like they're so excited that like you're excited, you know. Like you play like you catch a caterpillar and they're like and you're like you're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
You're right. This
sounds
is it. Yeah, just hyper screaming.
Oh wait, that's they're like, whoa, you got the words on. I don't know.
Is laughing just screaming?
No.
Organized screaming.
But yeah, like I said, a child's like first. They're so big to them.
Yeah, and it's like it's just so fun to have, especially since they're not my kids, so I don't have to wipe their asses at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Paul, how about you? What do you do during your summers now?
Oh man, it was the same. No, I did touring. I hung out more because I did have a seasonal job, and that was literally during like the winter and the winter to the spring, and then we toured
a
once.
lot. You were doing a lot of your creative work.
Yeah, like we got more creative work and like fun stuff because I still toured like for that like a week or two. That was cool, and then but then ever since then, before then, I was just working, which is boring. That's a drag, you know? So same thing. I've been trying to hang out with people because like everyone's like going to the beach, or you're seeing people are like not in school anymore. So they're going to travel also, or like hang out more because they have more free time. And I'm like, damn, I should be doing that. So I do the same thing where I just like try to hang out with people, enjoy the summer more, but no, working, you know, like, or going back into the service industry. I know it's just going to get busy and then it's going to start working. So I'm going to try to find something to do, you know, like something that's like not like going to
Ideally, this
Cabo.
podcast, you know.
Yeah, the podcast without like traveling somewhere like far and expensive. Be like, now I have to double work when I come back. You know, yeah.
Like-
So I'm like, damn,
It doesn't
Yeah.
always cost.
have some local fun, and the days are longer too. So like that's really cool for hikes, outdoor people. You know, people that enjoy the sun to extent without dying or anything. So like the summer, yeah. I mean, sorry, the beach, not the summer.
The beach.
I hate the
Jason,
summer.
how about your summertime?
I achieve full summer solstice. That's my one goal. Yeah, I mean, we in our family, we definitely try to like, you know, hang out by your pool, you know, hang out with our grandparents. Just
We have our evenings
enjoy.
outside. Yeah, I'm glad that my family has a big culture of like we finish dinner and then we go outside.
Yeah, chilling for a bit. So like that's definitely important to me because family is important.
Come in.
Nature is important.
I moved the table back. So
Oh.
we can do
Why are
it.
you moving
I was like,
the whole table?
I didn't mean that.
How? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like family is important, nature is important, and it's nice to appreciate both those things at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. My brain right now, like you said, what do we do for summer? And then like I instantly went to last year, the pandemic, and I was just like, what did I do? Oh, nothing. I just went to work.
You probably just went to work and went home and played video games, right?
Went to work, went home. Went to work,
Go to work,
went
go to
home.
work, go to work.
Went to work,
Working,
went home.
working,
And it's
working.
been that way for a long time.
Which was nice because in between that, right? We also were able to record this podcast. You're able to do D. We were able to do things that like it was more like take your mind off. At least for me, it was more like take your mind off of like the monotonous being in quarantine antics. But I know you also had work. So I'm
yeah,
sure
for
that
you.
diffuses-
For me, it was hard because I was commuting and everybody else was staying home, and like I wasn't staying home. I was still going to work, but I didn't have the joy of like, oh, I can go to a bar afterwards, or I can go to
yeah, meet up.
you know, my friend's place. Like we didn't record our podcast together, even though that was like a weekly ritual. Like seeing your guys' face like every single week was taken from me. So that was hard, you know.
Where the fuck are my
By children?
A child.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend spending your summer in a pandemic. Avoid that if you can.
Or war.
Do your best, you know.
But
Yeah.
2019, wow, yeah, no, we were doing D&D all the time. We were just drinking coffee. We were having a good old time. Like, yeah,
That was
I don't
the
know.
year.
Summer is definitely like the social season.
That's
for,
more
I think,
social.
Most people,
Yeah.
myself included, of just like, let's hang out. Then winter, I'm just like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
you know?
spirits.
I'm gonna bundle up in some blankets and play Mass Effect.
Yeah. And like talk to each other like, how was your day? I know we have been apart, but it's okay. In the summer, it's like, where the fuck were you, bro?
Yeah, you gotta
It's
hang out.
sunny outside.
Come
Yeah.
by.
I wonder if there's
Can you come out to
an
play?
evolutionary, like deep human shit about that. Like we were made to work in the summer or something. I don't know. Like we have
Oh, the
to
longer
harvest our
days.
crops.
Yeah, the longer days. So it's like you have
Yeah.
more time in the day to like you rest.
That makes
And they
sense.
could still hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's
That's
more
why
night,
we got
gotta
the
sleep.
summer off in school, was so that we could harvest for our parents.
Oh, true.
Oh, but
That's
we ain't
the
agrarian.
fake lore.
We ain't on them farms.
Yeah. We didn't even get to the lore summer. We're just like, yeah, life.
Next time.
We have like at least one more episode about summer.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe.
The whole lores of
I
it.
see.
Well,
Awesome.
cool. I feel it, Jason. I'm sorry that, you know, as an outsider, I had observed this. You know, I'd observed like while I was in quarantine, you were just like going to work every day, and I was sitting on my, damn, I wish I was doing that. But at the same time, you were looking at me probably like, damn, I wish I was doing that.
Yeah.
And I know that they both have their pluses and minuses because you know, it's the sliding scale, right, of work. Like work more money, but also less everything else.
Yeah, less enjoyment.
Yeah, less enjoyment of
No
There's
enjoyment.
no point in comparing it because we were both suffering from the pandemic. You know,
In
we were
some
both
way.
the control was not in our hands, and
Ball was in our court.
and it would have been much nicer to be able to control what we were doing and enjoy our summer properly.
Which is why I'm looking forward to this one. Maybe it'll be
fucking
different.
Piece of shit president was like,
Ah.
no, there's no fucking pandemic.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
that guy.
right. We're here to bitch and moan, baby. That is
Yeah.
our God-given right. This last
Moaning.
year, I think everyone can say in their own way, sucked a whole lot of booty hole. But hopefully this next one is a little bit better. There's a lot of wild shit happening in the world right now. But for our small little area, our small little bunker, one might call it, we're gonna try to do our best. You know what? I think next episode I'm gonna try to get the old VR simulator working. Maybe we'll go per Jason's request. We will send ourselves back in time before the apocalypse and talk about summer, how life was before the downfall or the all that.
Yeah.
The dark side.
Nice.
With that being said, I think we'll close this one out. It's been a good little hour and a half, I think, something like that.
A long therapy session with each other.
Yeah, baby. Sometimes, hey man, this is the first time we've all been back.
It's true.
I'm glad to see all your faces. It's truly wonderful to see all of you in person.
In each other's cups, just
Yeah,
We've been sharing drink.
we've just been swapping spit all day long. I can't even see Chrissy's eye. They're gone.
We're never here.
They were never here.
That's my
Until next time, thank you for joining us in this episode about, some good stuff. This summer brings good times. I just have a weird feeling.
Anytime that we can finish a podcast episode and we're like, yeah, there's some good stuff there.
Yeah, good content.
I'm editing it like this is a
summer. Check it out.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's like with the
Summer,
with the fucking
sponsor this.
the episode seems so fun when we record it. I'm like, damn, we were really drunk. Nothing made sense.
Hey!
We're just like summer. Bad.
Like the idea of this podcast, we're extremely high and drunk. We're like, podcast, and then we're just like, fuck.
But you know what? And thank you for being along on this journey. One half drunk person in South Korea and the other people who might listen to this podcast. With that being said, thank you for coming along this journey. I was your intrepid host. I did my best. I'm Justin. If you need me, there will be a cache of explosives underneath the northern bridge. If you light the flare, I will come. And I'll pass it on.
That sounds like Batman at the end of like the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, dog. I'm passing the honey. I'm passing this empty can over to the one and the only.
Token female chrysanthemum. I'm still at courtesy of Chrysanthemum's places. I'm not there for me anymore.
He's up searching.
The bearded boy himself.
Oh, God. Yeah. Here I am. I'm Paul. Dude, my iPad is so sticky because I dropped like honey. Do you see how sticky it is? Everything's sticky. These buttons are all sticky. Gross. Dude, there's stickies everywhere. So I'm going to pass this to my favorite J of the J.
Sorry.
He just said hell yeah to that. He just like stared at you. He's like, hell yeah. After this in his eyes, he's like, hell yeah. Oh, because it's so J. It's Spanish.
I'm sorry for listening to this episode. Email us your thoughts at lifeandlore@.
Please email us your thoughts.
Your whole thoughts.
All the thoughts, vibes.
All of your thoughts.
All your whores, please.
It's good to be with you guys. Thanks for hosting us.
Thanks, man. We'll see y'all next week or whenever. I don't know. See you soon.
Shit, here we go again.
Bye.
There's a separate noise for that.
Love you, South Korea. Love you. Who else do we love now? Let's expand the love.
Who do we love?
In Hawaii. Love them. Except for the fucking I don't know, people like profiting off of natives.
Oh, like Mark sucking
I don't know,
titty.
like hotels and stuff like that.
And hotels, yeah. There's a whole conversation about that where it's like people are like when they're trying to colonize and trying to like expand, profit off of them and exploit the labor there because it's cheaper. They're like, well, we're providing them jobs. I'm like, well, you're still not paying them well enough and you're overworking them, and also you're just taking their land and moving them back into a little hut area. Yeah, I'm like, no.
Everybody else in Hawaii, you're cool.
But like it is a job. But then like, is their job better than like a job like owning their own restaurant and like or like having their own business? Like what's the
maybe? But they don't have as much privilege of starting business as these hotels do.
Yeah. So like if the hotels weren't there, they would still have a job and an opportunity, right? So it's fine if they had that opportunity.
It does bring more traffic. You can't deny that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they had their own business.
Damn, tourism is a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what my episode was. Toxic tourism. That's what it was about.
Good night.
I remember now. That's what. All right, ready to record the next one? Here it is.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Are we out? Are we out now?